So in this one, what we're doing is we're converting a percentage back to a fraction. So if it is that we have 30% which represents a piece of a whole, then what fraction value represents the piece? And this is just simply asking us to convert that 30% to a fraction. All you would have to do is just simply write your 30%, and then you divide it by the value of a percentage that represents a whole. A whole is equal to 100%. So we divide by that whole value, and we would see that now percentage symbol cancels off with the percentage symbol, and we have a 0 cancelling with the 0 here, and now we can say that is equal to 3/10. So the fraction 3/10 represents 30%. Now I want you to start understanding that what you're really doing when you're using a percentage or a fraction or even a decimal is you're trying to find a piece of some complete value. So let's say, for example, I have $240 and I want to give you 30% of that money as some kind of gesture of good faith. I would say take that 30%, divide by the 100. Notice what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to represent it as a piece, as a fraction. Then I'm going to multiply that by 100. Sorry, not the 100. I'm going to multiply it by the whole value that I'm seeking, which is the $240. I'm going to do relevant cancellations. So I'm going to say first divide the underneath by 10. I will get that, and then I'll divide the top by 10. I'll get that. So 3 and 10. And then I divide this 240 by 10. I'll get 24. Then this 10 on the underneath I divide by 10. I'll get 1. Now I take 3 and I multiply it by the 4, just like I would for a fraction. Notice top multiplying by top, bottom by bottom. So we get the answer of 3 by 24, which is 72. And then 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1. Now you don't need to write this piece on the underneath here because it's divided by 1. Anything divided by 1 will just give you that answer. So the step is very easy. Write the percentage in fraction form and reduce to the smallest natural numbers. Obviously you're finding highest common factors to divide by. And the result will be the percentage written as a fraction. Now in the previous one, when I did 75 over 100, and I tried to reduce it, I used 25 right away and I said that would be easy. If it is that you could not see 25 and you could have seen 5, then what you can do is just simply divide that by 5. What you would get is 1, 5, and what you would get on the underneath here is 2, 0. From there you can just check again, and now you can see another 5 to get 3 and another 5 on the underneath here to get 4, and we end up at the same answer. So even if you can't get the highest common factor, just go with the lowest common factor and you'll be able to reach there eventually. It'll just take you longer.